All right. What's good, y'all? Yeah, just to give you guys like an update. I'm gonna kind of drag my feet just for a second. Hopefully, some folks will come in here. Maybe a few folks will get notified and they'll come in for a quick live stream to let y'all know what's snapping or what's crapping, maybe I should say. But I'll keep trying to smile. So check this out, y'all. As the title says, they're tightening the noose on me. And so the latest video that I put up, y'all, thank you guys. I see you guys coming in. What's up? Forgive me if I don't address everybody by name, man. I'll derail. It's a lot of stuff that I got to unload. So bear with me. I just put up my latest vid within like practically a couple of hours. YouTube took it down, and pretty much this is just the way it's going to be. You might have noticed that I don't upload my Zoloft videos up on Facebook anymore because they delete those videos too. So I can't upload the Zoloft videos anymore. It's probably only a matter of time before they start attacking the Zopium Den too. They probably don't hit those yet because those are live streams, and so it's not like it's a video that they preview before they let them do it. And I know people say, hey, we'll just do a manual review. Even after doing a manual review, y'all, they still tell me no, the video is not welcome. Okay, that's all. That's a crapshoot. So on Facebook doesn't allow me to upload my Zoloft videos anymore. And now YouTube is doing the same thing. They're deleting, and it's election year, y'all. They're going to double down on all this stuff. So they're not allowing it's. And the thing is, y'all, they've been shadow banning me. I hate to butthurt about this stuff, y'all. I hate talking about it. I'd really much prefer creating content. I'm just giving y'all an update, because people do support my stuff. And I owe you an explanation of why you're not seeing it. Okay, it's like I'm supposed to be doing a video like every week. That's what my supporters expect. That's what I try to do. And if you're not seeing a video up for me right now on YouTube or Facebook, this is why. So I'm just, out of respect, for those who contribute to my work, I'm just letting you guys know what's up. And so at any rate, but I want if you guys kind of bear with me. Let me give you a little bit of an example of what this is like. This is what this is like. You guys know how you're itching to get back to work. You know how we're dealing with this whole COVID virus thing, and it's preventing you from doing what you got to do. And you got bills to pay. You got a mortgage to pay. You got rent to pay and stuff like that. And you can't do it because you're not allowed to go to work. You're being kept from going to work. You're being kept from shopping things that you need to go get. The resources aren't there because the shelves are cleared off and stuff like that. And you just can't seem to do what you got to do. Well, a lot of y'all have been dealing with that for about a season. And my heart goes out to you, man. It sucks. It really does. Ever since, the latter part of the year going and in the early part of this year, what we've been dealing with, with this shutdown and all that sort of stuff, you can't seem to get what you need to do and get it done because this obstacle is in your way from you going to work and from you being able to perform whatever priorities you need to do. Well, y'all, I've been dealing with this for the past almost 5 years. About 5 years. What you guys are going through now with this COVID virus, being quarantined, that's been my life for about the past 5 years. I can't work. I'm being kept from doing what it is that I do. Now, I've had some mean-spirited people come in and say, well, Zoe, why don't you get a real job? Okay, well, somebody tell me what your idea of a real job is. Because, I've done the conventional job, y'all, and considering the work that I do, and people still wanted me to create content, can't do both. Creating content, y'all, I don't know, for some reason, people think that, creating videos is like this easy thing. You just get in front of a camera and you just start talking. Y'all, no, it's not. There's a reason why it's called an entertainment industry. It's an industry. There's a lot that goes into it. For me to do one of those Zoloft videos, that's a 40-hour-a-week job, at least. And create the content I'm doing between the Zoloft, the Zopium Den, and working on 20 pounds of steps. I'm in here 16 hours a day. I don't, to do the real job thing that people are talking about. And for anybody who tries to tell me that, yo, Zoe, maybe we need to get a real job. Okay, well, Anybody who makes that offer to me, then you could pay for my tuition to learn a new career. Because that's what I would have to do. I would have to totally retool what it is that I've studied to do to take on a whole new career. And for anybody who's dealing with this COVID right now, you might notice that that's not that easy. And it doesn't. And the thing is, y'all, even if I was to have like this new career and all that sort of stuff, y'all, how am I going to promote it? See, I'm going to run back into the same problem. I can't promote what I do, y'all. I can't promote what I do. It wouldn't matter what my career was. See, my career is promoting information. That's what I do. I promote information in an entertaining fashion. That's what I do. Okay, right? And because of that, and because I guess I have ticked off the wrong people, it wouldn't matter what I created. I could create the cure for cancer. You ain't gonna find it. Because it has something to do with me. Go search the Google search engines. Unless you know my name. If you don't know my name, you ain't going to find me. My name won't come up in the cross references. Right? You guys try to share my videos. How many of your friends see the videos that you share of me? Probably 3 at the best. So what, it's like, go get a real job. Okay, I'm curious to, I got a bunch of ideas of what a real job could be. But since you have people who propose that, it's like, I'd like to know what that is. But y'all, this thing that people are dealing with right now where you can't work, it's like people are frustrated. I get it, man. I understand you're frustrated. It's like, you mean to tell me that we're being quarantined because of this? We can't go to work because of this? This is what you guys are keeping us from. This is what you're shutting down the economy for. This is what everything is coming to a screeching halt for. And my hands are tied and I'm trapped in my house and I can't move and I can't do anything because of this. I feel you, man, because this is what's been happening to me for the past 5 years. They want me to quit. See, these people thought that I was just doing all this sort of stuff for the money. They thought that I was just being paid off by like Fox News or some rich oil tycoon or something like that. It's like, no, dude, I do this because I love my God and I love the country that he blessed us with. And I want to keep our God-given freedoms. That's why I do it. See, they can't process that. And they've been trying to crush my work to make me quit. So now because they see that the shadow banning thing isn't working, now they're just deleting my videos outright. So now they're just, they just want to go ahead and delete them. So y'all, that's what it's a little bit of what it's like. Even like, say for instance, like, get a new career or, even to invent things. Like even with the sci-fi sword, I tried to promote that. It's like, look, I know in my heart of hearts, that invention is the bomb, right? That's what people have been wanting for over 40 years, I think. Yeah, about 40 years. People have been wanting that. Well, I created one. I made it. I got the prototype, right? Or I had it. It's pretty shoddy, but it works. The mechanics work. And I tried to promote it to say, hey, man, who wants to support? Who wants to help me fund this and get this off the ground? I couldn't promote it. It wouldn't go out there, right? I got the sci-fi nerd invention of inventions. Made it, right? But I can't find anybody to help me prototype it. I can't get the funding for it, right? It's amazing to me, man. And don't get me wrong, y'all, because I've talked to developers and stuff like that. This is one of the reasons why, for anybody who's like wondering why it's taken so long for me to pull that sci-fi sword thing off, is because pretty much every developer I run into demands that we have to do this through China. I don't want to do it through China. I have it. It's like, y'all, I've been going through this for years. It's like every time I think I might have caught up with a developer that I could work with, everything comes down to them wanting to do it through China. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong? It's like, it's not, is it too much to ask to have this thing made in the good old US of A? Can we do that? No. They want to retool it and do everything. It's like, dude, you're totally getting away from the vision that I have with this thing. And this is every developer that I go through. It's like they insist that we have to do it through China. I ain't lying. Everything that you look at is made through China. Why? Because all these people, these developers, they insist on doing it through China. That's why it's taking so long. And if it's not that, I run into people, it's just like, I hear from them, they'll talk to me about it, and they say, I'll get back to you. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by, a month goes by, 2 months go by. And I'm like, finally, I'm like, hey, man, I don't want to bug you or anything, but hey, what's up with the thing? Oh, you know, I'm just really busy and stuff like that, but don't worry, I'll get back to you. 2 weeks go by, 2 months go by, years go by, and they don't get back to me, right? I deal with this all the time. I've been dealing with this for over 10 years. Y'all, I'm serious, man. It's almost like, it's almost like they act like I'm asking them to help me build a time machine. That's what it's like. It's like, dude, I basically went into the hardware stores and some hobby shops and I put this thing together. It won't stand up to market, y'all. Don't get me wrong. But I put a prototype together. It works. The mechanics of it work. The thing that people have been waiting on for ever since Star Wars came out, the thing that people have been waiting for. I made, aside from the X-Wing fighter, but I made one. It works. Okay, not an actual like lightsaber that you can go chop through metal and stuff with, but the closer to the movie experience thing, it works, y'all. It works. And the reason why I'm saying all this, y'all, is because even with that, I can't promote it. I can't promote it, y'all. And I still got people saying, you know, hey Zoe, well, why don't you, you know, and thank you. I appreciate the suggestions, y'all. I appreciate the suggestions. I really do. When people are telling me, Zoe, well, why don't you go on Patreon? You're proving my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been on Patreon for years. I've been there. I'm still there. But you don't know that because I can't promote it. I'm trying to tell you. These platforms, Gabby, Patreon, these different platforms that people are talking about that they say that I should go on, I've been there for years. But you don't know that. Hey, it's like people don't understand what it is to be shadow banned. Y'all, when you're shadow banned, it's like you're practically made invisible. All right. Yeah, and it's so bad. You're not just invisible online. It practically makes you invisible in the real world because everybody's online. That's where everybody gets their information from. You're practically validated from being online. And if you don't exist online, you're faded out in the real world. All right. That's what it's like. That's why it's, you know, it's like, so, you know, doing things like, you know, when they're talking about, you know, just retool and do something else. Sure, I could probably, you know, I could start a different career. But the problem hasn't gone away that my brand, who I am, y'all, I'd practically have to go get a whole new identity change. And I ain't got the time and money for that. All right. So, you know, when you have, y'all, as you say, and I mention this all the time, y'all, I've got over 100,000 followers, page followers on Facebook. Got over 70,000 subscribers. And these numbers have been held there for about 5 years. I can't grow. But y'all, when you consider it, just imagine you've got a business and at your fingertips, you've got over 100,000 potential customers who have let you know that they want your product, but all of a sudden you disappear from them. Or over here, you've got over 70,000 customers who have let you know that they like your product, but all of a sudden you've been wiped off their radar, but they're still right there. That's what it's like, y'all. That's what it's like. It's like your livelihood is right there. You know how you guys feel about just needing to be able to go back to work, but the only thing that's in your way right now is this little virus. This little virus right now is standing in the way of you going back into work and to be able to pay your rent, pay your bills, and do what you got to do. Well, the Democrats have, just the way the Democrats are engineering this for you. They're making it to where people, it's like they're engineering it to where people are being suckered into thinking that they can't go back to work. They're trying to affect the election. They're trying to wreck the economy. They've been wrecking my economy for over 5 years. So I feel you. I understand. Right? I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm just trying to give an explanation of why it is when people support me and they don't see my work. It's not me dragging my feet, y'all. You know, so and really, y'all, it's one of those things where it's like it's sad also because it's like a lot of people don't get it. Like people will say, you know, well, why don't you join up with you know, some of these other conservative platforms, CRTV, PragerU, The Daily Wire, y'all, these cats, one, I'm a liability to them. They can't move my product. Even they don't have enough money to get me past the shadow banning. Okay. And PragerU, they're not interested in the whole shadow banning things. They only mention shadow banning because it gives them a boost from their audience, right? That audience that they claim they're being shadow banned from, all of their audience knows about the shadow banning. Shadow banning is when your audience doesn't really know about it, right? Your audience is just like, well, where did you go? What happened to you? Right? Your audience just disappears. And then they come back months or maybe even a year later and they say, hey, Zoe, where you been? And I'm like, I've been here. Where you been? You know, shadow banning is when your livelihood is wrecked. That's shadow banning. PragerU's livelihood ain't wrecked. Okay. Like I said, when you're able to say, hey, I'm shadow banning, we need a fundraiser, and you're able to raise like $50,000 from it, that's not shadow banning. Okay. So, but at any rate, my product can't be moved. That's one of the reasons why Janine Borelli got fired, because the shadow banning came down on her so hard that they had to fire her, because it's like, we can't move your product. We can't move you. We got to let you go. You're a liability now. You're no longer an asset. You're a liability, right? That's why I can't get hired on with these other platforms. Daily Wire, CRTV, Daily Wire, they thought they could try. It's like, no, it's all you got to do is you got to put money into boosting. I'm like, okay. If you think you can, go ahead. They tried it. They hadn't talked to me since because they know that I'm right. I'm being shadow banned. It doesn't work. And plus that, I'm too Christian for these platforms anyway. A lot of these platforms, they talk Christianity and stuff like that, but Christianity takes a deep back seat to where they really are. They're cherry pickers about what they believe in the Word of God anyway. They don't believe the whole book. See, I believe the whole book, the whole thing. From the rooter to the tutor, I believe the whole Word of God. Everything that's said in it is true. I'm like, well, I like this, but I don't like that. I ain't that kind of Christian. Okay, and they know it. And they're the kind of whether they believe in Jesus or whether they just believe in Yahweh, Jehovah. That's it. No Jesus, just God as Jehovah. Or they like the New Testament, but they don't like the Old Testament. You got both kinds. Okay, you got basically there are those who believe half the Bible. They believe half of it. I believe the whole thing, and that gets in the way of things for them. But I ain't no sellout. Sure, I would have liked the opportunity sometime, but seeing how it is now, it's like, you know what? If that's how it is, I really don't care if they don't want me in their camp. I don't. I don't care. I'm happy. I'm actually quite happy just creating my content. I'm actually, in the time that I've been creating the Zoloft, y'all, especially in the start of new year, creating the Zoloft and I've been having more fun doing this than I've had in years. Even just skimping by, even just with the few supporters I have to just barely make my rent to afford this studio, right? Just barely. Y'all, I've been having more fun doing this ever. And the few of y'all who still tune in, I'm so blessed by y'all that y'all still tune into my work and still see that my work is worth supporting, that you haven't let these bigots, these cowardly bigots, tune me out. The conservatives in media who have left me in a ditch, and basically let them throw dirt over me. That's fine. You guys, in the times that I've been creating this Zoloft since the beginning of the year, I've been having a blast, y'all. And it's like, it's a kick in the teeth, y'all. It really is kind of a kick in the teeth because, I've seen conservative, actors. What was that cat, man? What was that cat? And I'm embarrassed. I can't remember his name, man, but he used to be on the Cosby Show, right? And then they found out that he was working at Trader Joe's, and it's weird, man, because I see this cat and you see these conservatives jumping out there, conservatives in the entertainment industry. Oh, at least he's working and he's making an honest living, and I'm good for him. I'm proud of him, and there's nothing wrong with honest work and all that sort of stuff. Patronizing this guy, right? As if they would trade places with him. Let that sink in. It's like y'all wouldn't trade places with this dude, right? And then here comes Tyler Perry, and offers him a job. It says, yo, man, oh, I hear you working at Trader Joe's. Okay, well, you know what? I got a production that I'm working in. Let me hook you up. Okay. So now I think it's weird that how these conservatives came out there and started talking about this guy. Meanwhile, like with me, they know what happened. They know what happened to me. They either maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't care. But do you hear any of them mention me? Yeah, I got busted down the minimum wage job too. They talk about me? Nope. Fox News, they didn't even have me come on to talk about the Gosnell movie. Most of my audience doesn't even know I'm in the Gosnell movie. So it's just weird how it's bad enough where liberals will do this to you. But the conservatives who will just stand by and just turn their back and let it happen to you because they don't want it to affect them or they just don't care, right? I think the only person who mentions it is Bill Whittle. Bill Whittle is about the only one who recognizes how dirty I got did, right? Jeremy Boring too. Jeremy Boring also. Even Jeremy Boring came to me and apologized. Said, yeah, man, I see it. And on behalf of all concerned, even Jeremy Boring, right? Daily Wire, say, yo, man. And, you've been done dirty. And I am sorry. He didn't have to apologize, but he's like, yeah, on behalf of conservative Hollywood. Yeah, I'm sorry. And Bill Whittle, and, it is what it is. I thank God for, people like Clavin, and, but other than that, I'm a fan. I'm a ghost to these people. And a lot of it is because, well, hey, at least, they don't have to worry about it. As long as that Zoe guy is shadow banned, we don't have to worry about him interfering with our brand. So we'll just leave him to obscurity and we'll pretend like he never existed. So, but anyway, y'all, like I said, I don't want to butthurt too much about this stuff. And thank you for indulging me. Like I said, just trying to give you guys an update. So what I'm going to be doing, y'all, I'm just going to upload the stuff on my website. I'll post a notification. I'll hit up Facebook, my audience, whatever audience I can reach on Facebook. And I'll let y'all know that, hey, my new video is up on my website. You guys can go see the new video that YouTube deleted. They're going to be deleting my videos when I upload them. So I'm just going to upload them on my website. You can go to the Zoloft page, see the new vid that offended them so much. And hopefully we'll just keep going on from there, y'all. I've been trying to get away from Facebook and YouTube anyway. I'm tired of feeding the monster, y'all. I'm sick of feeding the monster. So my videos are just going to be featured on my page. The Zopium Den, I'm looking to just start streaming live from there. So I'm going to be retooling that. And I'll put up a notification as long as I can on Facebook and YouTube. And I'll let you guys know that my videos are up on my website. Like I said, y'all, I don't even have to do anything political. Even if it's just music. I just did a new music video, had nothing to do with politics. It's only like out of 70,000+ subscribers on YouTube, it barely has 800 views. And it's not throttling, y'all. They've been telling me that throttling thing for over 7 years. It's a lie. So anyway, y'all, thank you for listening to my vent. And I hope I will see you guys at the website. Not trying to drag my feet. To my supporters, I'm still trying to keep, still trying to keep kicking, man. Still trying to keep sledging on. And thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your prayers. Need those. And thank you for the support, and help me to keep gas in the delivery truck as I, keep doing this. I've been wanting to get off Facebook and YouTube for a long time, but I mean, y'all, I'm trying to reach people. A lot of people out there, they never heard this message. And all they're getting is poisonous message. That's one of the reasons why I try to stay on Facebook and YouTube is I'm trying to be where the liars are. So at least they can get another point of view, not keep myself in a bubble. I hate it when people say that. It's like, Zoe, you're preaching to the choir. No, I'm not. If I was preaching to the choir, I wouldn't be shadow banned. I'm not in a bubble, y'all. I put this stuff on YouTube where people hate our guts. Put this stuff on Facebook where people hate our guts. But at least they have an opportunity to hear truth. And some people get it. And that's one of the reasons why they shadow ban me, because they don't want people to hear what I got to say. right? I'm a full-on casualty. It's like people say, well, how come they're shadow banning you and they're not shadow banning these other people? Because they need an alibi. It's like that way they can make it look like it's plausible that I'm not being picked on, that this all this stuff is in my head. That way you can see these other people, these other conservatives who are making content. They've got their few that they pick that they'll let go ahead and do their thing. And people, it distracts from everything else while people like myself and others get crushed. It's a ruse. So anyway, that's what's up, y'all. Hey, by the way, you like my mug? You can get one too. It's at my website. Sorry if they're really expensive. It's not my fault. It's the shipping. All right, y'all. Blessings, and y'all have a groovy weekend.